So there's a few more very interesting recipes here. Meatballs, cookies. Oh wow, there's out of the food as well. Malu soup, paripu soup, muruku. What is your favorite snack? Your favorite Sri Lankan snack?
Well, usually it's like patties and cutlets. That's the sort of
cutlets.
Yes,
I know.
Cutlets are very.
Here come the desserts.
Yes.
We have some desserts over here. Can you see them? What is this? Is batlapang?
Yes, one is batlapang.
This is batlapang.
Yeah.
And what is this? Let me see. That looks like it's mungkau. And there's love cake. Okay.
Love cake, yeah.
And there, whoa! I missed my favorite. Where are the hoppers?
Hoppers.
I'm looking for it. Oh, here you go. Here you go.
These
are
our
my
traditional breakfast dishes, so it's
Yes.
called.
I absolutely love hoppers, spring hoppers, and pittu, right? And roti.
Pittu and roti.
You actually can't find hoppers in another country, right? Hoppers is purely Sri Lankan.
Yeah, I think in
India,
you
yes.
get
Hoppers.
Yes.
In this way. I haven't seen it.
not quite
exactly
like
that
ears,
way, yeah,
but they do make
something like
some
that.
ears.
Okay.
But it's not as popular as in Sri Lanka.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Because hoppers are known to be Sri Lankan food,
Yes.
Sri Lankan breakfast food.
Yes.
And then you also make chutneys, sweet mango chutney, date chutney. Wow. People must be like finishing having their breakfast right now. So here is a picture of the chutneys. This is very interesting. So you have put together 3 books like this, and this is in. So you have done every single recipe by yourself.
Yes.
That was Samantha,
and
any
the
contribution?
photographer.
I wrote the introduction of the book, and I also contributed towards the glossary.
All right.
Yes, so I did a little bit, but I was still at school when this was written. So.
Okay. And this came quite a while ago.
Yes.
All right. Interesting. But
Yes.
I'm still going to get this book.
Yeah, the photography was done by Beno Gross.
Okay.
So whilst he was doing the photographs, he said usually he touches up the photographs by putting various things to
Wax.
make it shiny and so on.
Yeah.
He
But here
did
he
nothing
didn't
with this. He wanted to eat it all.
Oh wow! So this original, this is the original image. He hasn't
Yeah.
touched it.
Yes, no, he
That's
just,
amazing.
he displays it very beautifully, of course.
Yeah,
He
of
was quite
course.
innovative in his day. And
It
this
is.
kind of photography became much more popular later on.
Yeah.
So at the time, it was very innovative.
Yeah, I know. Even now, it looks quite good. So
Yes.
especially the fact that it's not edited.
Yes. So he said to me, this is going to be the first Sri Lankan cookery book with color, in color.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, he was so proud of that book.
Yes, I'm sure you're proud of your book.
I am
Yes.
too, yes.
So it was edited
Okay.
by a lady called Gillian Stevens.
Okay. So tell us a bit about your classes and how people can get involved in getting into your classes, so that the audience out there would like to know how they can get in touch with you.
Well, if they are interested, well,
Do you still
They
continue
certainly-
classes with Dr. Samantha, or is there any other students association of yours?
Well, actually, I continue my classes in Hong Kong still.
Right,
I
that's
travel
great.
there, yes, about 3 times a year. And then also
They
I
must be
have
waiting for you to come.
and also I do a lot of promotions, Sri Lankan food promotions.
Okay.
I've done in Hong Kong as well as in England.
Right.
Yes. And I also do a lot of work for charity, you
Okay.
know, for fundraising. And that helps a great deal too. And
So you have a dedicated batch of students who keep waiting for you every time of the year. Is that what happens?
and no, not really, because you get
New set of
different,
students.
yes.
All right, okay.
But you see, when you have created a name for yourself, they get to know you, even though they may not have been to my classes.
Okay.
So
Especially if you have created a name for the country.
Yeah, yes.
That's quite
Yes.
quite impressive. I mean,
I
Ms.
know,
Jayashekhar, what
yes.
you have done.
So because I always, a lot of people when they come to me for help without when they want to travel in Sri Lanka.
Right.
I always tell them, go to the villages, try their food.
Yes.
They make beautiful food.
Yes.
And of course, they always love to come to Sri Lanka because, especially in the remote areas, people are very friendly.
Yes, they are. They're very
Unlike in the
hospitable.
towns, and they do comment about it, how
Yes.
much they enjoy their smile and things like that, And of course the beaches. There's so much in Sri
Helpful.
Lanka that we can be proud about, our lovely countryside.
Dr. Samantha?
And the tea,
And the tea, yes.
of course.
Quite a lot of people who've been to Sri Lanka, and especially people running restaurants in Hong Kong,
Right.
have also been contacting my mother for different
Nice.
advice on spices and
Nice.
combinations, and similar to combinations we use here in Sri Lanka. So that's been quite
That's been quite
interesting.
happening,
Plus
yeah.
some of the things that you've done for places like the RSPCA that
Okay.
raise money for animals and
Like you said, charity funds,
orphanages.
different worthy
Yes, yeah,
causes.
it's been interesting.
Interesting. Wow.
Inspirational.
Unfortunately, time has run out, so we need to say goodbye to each other right now. But if you have missed out on any of our segments, please do not hesitate to join us on YouTube, and of course join us on Facebook. That's www.facebook.com/goodmorningsrilanka, so that you can catch up all the episodes. Thank you so much, Mrs. Jayasekara. Thank you so much, Dr. Samantha, for being here. I learned a lot about Sri Lankan food, and I'm getting very hungry right now. I'm going to go have my breakfast immediately. Thank you for being here. We
Have
hope
some
to keep in
hoppers.
touch. Yes, have some hoppers. Yes.
Thank you for having us. It
No
was a
problem.
great joy to talk
was my
about our
pleasure.
country and our
Yes.
food.
It was my pleasure to have you both here. You guys take care and join us again tomorrow with a brand new episode. Goodbye.